put /military, and of course it'll be in the show notes. All right, let's get to the main event, gamification. Now, it's not always about playing games. It has to do with ways you can get people to engage with your content. The term was coined by computer programmer and inventor, a guy named Nick Pelling, way back in 2003, but didn't really catch on until much later than that. So let me give you some definitions of gamification. Google says it's the application of typical elements of game playing to other areas of activity, typically as an online marketing technique to encourage engagement with a product or service. Wikipedia says it's the use of game elements and game design techniques in non-game context. Now, there's lots of ways to add gamification to your content. But before we get into the, 7 or 8 of them that I'm going to give you, I'm going to tell you about, I want to tell you about the psychology of getting people to do things. This is somewhat the basis of gamification, and any time you want to get a certain behavior out of someone else. Now, this is the part that's, you know what I got to do to you if you tell anybody. No, I'm kidding again. Yeah, this is really powerful stuff right here, folks. So really pay attention to this. So the science of influencer changing someone's behavior, that's what I'm going to talk about. And I'm going to go by the Fogg behavioral model. That's FOGG. There's tons written about this online, about Mr. Fogg, who came up with it, and the deep psychology and use of this mode of behavioral change. Now, I'm going to give you the Cliff's Notes, which will be plenty enough to help you sell more of your stuff and get more engagement with your content. Now, Mr. Fogg says there are 3 things required to get someone to perform a certain action. First is motivation. The person wants to perform the behavior. In other words, he's motivated, or she. Next